Proper jam runs. Proper jam runs.
So the boogeyman is that same one when you open up the newspaper that may or may not be here tomorrow. When you turn on the news, when you read about, man, no artists are making money, CDs aren't being sold, tour revenues are down. How are you gonna make it? You might as well give up. Throw your hands up in disgust and say, forget it. It ain't for me. And go back to that 9 to 5. That job where you punch the clock and you die slowly. That job. Yeah. The one that you spend so much time writing about that you hate. That one. That's the one you go back to because the boogeyman scares you. But keep in mind, when there's blood in the water, there's all the opportunity. Because when everybody's running away, like they were in 1980, everybody's running away, that's when the opportunities present themselves. Now look, I know jobs are being lost. They talk about the middle class disappearing. Manufacturing is no longer part of the United States economy, is that correct? I tell you, you're dead wrong. Because what is the #1 export of the United States? Entertainment, pop culture. Everywhere there's revolution, everywhere there's style, there's class, there's jazz, there's American pop culture. There's music, there's art. That's the #1 export. And that's the one piece you can't take away. And now, the sandbox is so much bigger. It used to be, you record some music, you hand out some CDs, and maybe they get burned and copied and passed around. But now, you can create your market and you can find them all over the world. So what used to be a small market is now 6 billion. You have the ability now to reach from the comfort of your own couch 6 billion people. The walls have come down. The playing field is level. The blood is on those walls. But the boogeyman is trying to stop you from going over it. The time is now. There has never been a better time for an artist to recognize their ability to make a buck and to promote themselves to a wider, larger audience, to identify their own audience, find their niche, find where they fit in, and then multiply that number by the thousands, over and over and over again. What's being created is an artistic middle class. Yes, gone are the days where people on the first day sell 3 or 4 million copies. Sure, gone are those days. But we know those days were bull anyway. Record labels were falsifying numbers, just like cats are falsifying MySpace plays nowadays, right? Record labels were doing the same thing with the sales totals and the sales figures, so you started to believe you were missing something. So you went and bought it, it's bait and switch. And ain't no different than the MySpace plays, right? And ain't no different. But now the playing field is level. And the opportunity has never been greater. So think about it. Technology is the great equalizer. Technology is now enabling you to take that music, take that art, and move it across various mediums, social networks. It allows it to flow a lot easier. So that way, the people that most need to hear it, when they need to hear it, have the ability to receive it, take it, internalize it, and pass it along to the next one. And your fan base grows. And you have the ability to track that fan, to work with that fan. We got a great guest tonight that's actually going to talk a little further about that. But think about the magnitude of the social networks. Think about the magnitude, right? And if you're not using these social networks appropriately, then maybe you need to be rethinking your game. Are you creating new videos? Think about how easy it is. You could do it with your cell phone. And then you could take that video and you can beam it all across the world, right? All across the world. You can find fans on YouTube that are chilling in outer Mongolia. You can find fans on YouTube that are chilling somewhere in South America, right? You can find fans on YouTube that are sitting in Melbourne, Australia. If you're a fan, if you're an artist, the ability to transmit and move that along is right there. And remember, each week I try to talk to you about some suggested reading, right? Suggested reading. The world is flat. The world is flat, okay? The world is not round anymore. Contrary to popular belief, the world is not round, it is flat, okay? The world is flat. The world is flat. By that I mean, technology, again, has lowered the walls. The same ability that one artist has, the other artist has the same ability. So welcome to Dropping Gems. My name is Timmy Grins, and we'll be right back.